Hey, hey, good morning. It's Sunday and it's Zoe here. A little bit later today with our Weekend Warrior Day 3, the final day of our 3-day challenge. Had a nice little sleep in, relax with my family, and I hope that you are having a great start to your day. Today's practice is inspired by the Yoga Burn Trim Core Challenge, which is all about slimming, tightening, and toning the entire core. And it is one of our newest and most loved routines because it's just 15 minutes long. So we're gonna pull little pieces of TCC, as I call it, the Trim Core Challenge, into today's flow and practice. And we are practicing and working on Warrior 3 today. Warrior 3 is a balance pose. So first thing I gotta say is if you're somebody who struggles with balance poses, you are not alone. Today I'm gonna give you some great tips that apply to any balance pose to really help you get better at these and start to enjoy them. And I would love to know what your favorite balance pose is down below. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I've got our playlist on and ready. I'm doing that chill hop again, chill hop year mix 2019. And let's go ahead and get started. So, we're gonna start standing on our mat today. Bringing your hands onto your stomach like this. So, your hands are on your rib cage basically, fingers pointing one another. We're gonna start with some breaths to help us activate and engage our core, okay? Let's give it a shot. So big inhale, let the belly expand. I need to blow my nose already. Inhale, let the belly expand. Exhale and think about the fingers drawing towards one another. So you're pulling up through here, wrapping around the sides, walking down from the front. Try that a couple times. And we're gonna think about, as we're breathing throughout the entire practice today, we're really pulling the core in at all times to really get that activation and intention. Try one more breath like this. Perfect. Release the arms down, reach the fingers down towards the ground, drawing the shoulders back and down, lifting and opening through the chest. We're gonna start our flow. So let's inhale, stretch the arms up, clasp all but the pointer and thumb, so we're pointing overhead, pulling the core muscles in. Inhale, get nice and long, and exhale to come up and over to one side. So little side bend. Do the same thing to the other side. Inhale up through center. Exhale, other side. All the way up through center, big inhale, and exhale to fold forward over the legs. Breathe in and lengthen the spine, drawing the hips back, the heart forward. Breathe out and fold forward. Bring the hands to the mat, step back to plank. And let's lock up this first plank. So rather than letting the hips poke up to the sky, tuck the hips under, draw the hips in line with the rest of the spine, and the shoulders down and back away from the ears. Again, just like we practiced, as we inhale, we're thinking about expanding the belly. As we exhale, we're working to draw in and contract. One more breath like this. Good. From there, just push the hips high into downward facing dog. And walk your dog. Just kind of bend one knee, straighten the other. hands with a nice long spine. Breathe out and fold forward. Inhale, rise to stand, sweeping the arms overhead, connecting the palms, and exhaling the hands down through heart center. Nice job. Now, first little warm-up we're gonna do for our warrior three is called Dippy Bird. I don't know if you remember, there used to be this little like toy that you would tap and the bird would tip forward and come up. That's what we're gonna practice. So reach your arms long down along your side, and let's have our right leg extended behind us. Pull those core muscles in, and as you tip forward, that back leg lifts, then rise up to center. And your goal is to think you're just kind of pivoting on that supporting leg and coming back up. Because what we don't want to happen is the chest to go forward and down and the leg to lift a little. It's like you're a plank of wood from that right leg all the way up to the top of the head. So you're trying to tip forward and rise up. Warming up that hamstring. Try one more. Awesome. Rise all the way up. Shake out that supporting leg. Let's try the same thing on the other side. So other leg is extended. Core pulling in. Shoulders back and down. Little tip forward. Just start small. Rise up. Straight. Again, we're avoiding the rounding forward. You're trying to get as long and straight as you can. And you're only tipping forward with your chest as much as your back leg is lifted, so they're connected. Pressing back through that back heel. Loosening up those hamstrings. One more. Woo, that feels good. Perfect. Come back to the top of our mat. Let's flow now. We're going to incorporate that into our flow. Inhale, arms high. Clasp all but the pointer and thumb. Take that side bend. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, center. Other side. Center, forward fold. Lengthen the spine. Let it go. Palms to the mat, step back to plank, holding our plank for 3 breaths. Hips high, down dog, nice job. From there, we're going to lift that right leg up, working rather than turning the hips to square the hips, driving through that back heel so the leg's nice and straight, and getting that press back. Step the foot up between the hands and take a little diagonal lunge. So we lift up so that we've got a diagonal line from the back heel to the crown of the head, pulling the core muscles in, zipping those ribs up, lunging deep into the front thigh. Rather than pressing back through the heel, see if you can push your weight forward a little onto the ball of the foot. Now we're going to try and get into warrior 3 from this way, so you can bend that back knee and get your little push off into warrior 3. Bend again and set the foot back down into your diagonal lunge. So try that a few times. Push off. Woo, get strong. Nail it. Bend the front knee carefully. Step back. Firing up that leg. One more time. Nice. Send the arms high. Maybe clasping over the pointer and thumb, stretching up high. Bring the hands down to the mat. We're going to set the back knee down. If you need extra cushion, you can always fold in the long edge of your mat. Draw your hips back. Single leg split on that right leg. So you're digging your heel down, your hips pulling back and back towards the mat behind you. Nice. Come on forward, step back into a plank and hold 3 breaths. Ooh, building that heat up. Down dog, hips high. Lifting the left leg up to nice and straight. The hips are not open, they're square. Driving through the heel, lifting the leg up high. Step the foot between the hands. Diagonal lunge, other side. So already we're starting to spread out through those front toes and grip them into the mat. That'll help with any balanced pose when you can really root down through all 4 corners of the foot and all 5 toes. Little bend, get your push off. That is making my leg like vibrate. Carefully lower down and back. Make sure that knee stays open over the ankle. Ooh, this side's a little shaky for me today. Bend the knee, get back. One more time, little push off. Get that supporting leg too nice and straight. Back we go, send the arms high, crescent lunge. Oh, what a great stretch. Come on down. Set the knee down, extra cushion if you need. Draw the hips back. Dig that front heel firmly down into the mat, pulling the pelvis away. Single leg split. Come on forward. This time, step the back foot up to meet the front one. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we fold. Rise to stand. Hands down through heart center. Awesome. We're gonna try that warrior 3 one more time from the middle of our mat, and this time we're gonna get groovy with our arms, okay? So come to the middle of your mat. Connect through that right foot. So take a second and really try to spread your toes out, almost like your fingers could spread out. Your toes, spread them out, grip them down into the mat. That'll help energize through the arch of the foot and get you really steady. This time, stretch your arms out to the sides like a T. Pardon me, and that same tip forward. Driving back through the heel. Core pulling in. Cool. Now you're gonna try bringing one arm down in front of your chest and lifting it back up. Other side. Whoop, my plant's in the way. Keep just moving side to side, and this is really gonna work your core. Try both arms. Lower down. Open up. Yeah, one more. Woo! You can stay there or stretch your arms forward, Superwoman style, like you're flying through the air. One more breath. rise up. Woo. Release. Sometimes if you're like me, you'll notice you're holding your breath during balance poses. So let's see if we can breathe a little more freely on the other side, okay? Other side, spread out through the toes, connect them into the mat. Tipping forward. Arms out in T. So we want to make sure that our shoulders are level, as are the hips, core muscles and strong. One arm down. Open it up. Other side. So inhale, lower the arm. Exhale, power it up. Woo! We're building that heat now. Feels awesome. Both arms together. Shoulders down, big deep breaths. One more and hold the arms out. Stretch the arms forward. Superman style, get really long, reach, reach. Rise up. Woo. Release, give that leg a little movement. Let's flow it out one more time. Our first upward facing dog to seal it in. Big toes close together. Inhale up. Side bend. Clasp all but the pointer and thumb. Exhale up and over. Rise up. Rise up. Forward fold. Lengthen. And lower. Back to plank. This time, inhale to shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog as we breathe in. Down dog. From there, set your knees down. Swing your feet over to one side and take a seat on your bum, extending the legs out in front. We're going to set for a twist. Important we do a twist after all of those folds and core work. So from there, we're going to bring our left foot in and cross it over the right leg. Wrap your left arm around that bent leg and circle your other arm up and back, planting the fingertips behind you. With each inhale, we sit tall. With each exhale, we rotate and twist. Beauty. Come through center, switch sides. Other leg up, other leg in. Cross the leg over. So right leg on top. Wrap the arm around. Circle the other one up and back, planting the fingertips. Inhale to sit tall. Exhale to twist. Come back to center, stretch the legs out. We're going to come to lay down on our back now. Hug the knees into chest and just rock side to side, massaging the low back into the mat. Bridge pose. Bring the feet to the mat. Hip width distance apart. Toes pointing straight ahead. Bring your arms long down along your sides and begin to lift the pelvis up away from the mat. You can stay right there or draw your shoulder blades more in, tucking the shoulders beneath you and possibly clasping the hands. Release, let the shoulders come out, roll down through upper back, middle back, lower back and hips. And just windshield wipe the knees side to side. Come to centered, stretch the legs out, relax your arms out. Closing down through the eyes. Softening the face. Staying right there in your Shavasana. Final relaxation. Let's take a moment to think about an experience or time in our lives when we were a warrior, when we were really brave, really strong, really resilient. I'm sure there's lots of times, but try and pick a specific time. And in that memory, see if you can bring up the feelings that come up with that memory. What words would you use to describe how that feels when you were super strong, when you were super resilient? And just know and remember that you have that inside of you, that ability to overcome obstacles, to make it through challenges, to find the positives in what seems like negative situations. We all have that internal little warrior inside of us. And these practices that we do help to cultivate more of that. That's why yoga is so powerful. It just brings out more and more of those qualities and abilities that we have within us that we often forget about, right? So if you're on your back, take a big stretch from top to bottom. And then one at a time, bring your feet onto the floor. Roll over to one side and press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Thank yourself for taking the time to be here today, to step on your mat, and let's seal up our practice. Inhale, send the arms high to the sky, touching the palms. Exhale, hands come down through heart center, bowing forward in gratitude for this beautiful practice. Namaste. I hope that you had a wonderful few days of practice together. I know it was a little bit different, but I hope that you really enjoyed it. Please do be sure to tap the link I've placed around this video for you to head on over and see the full Trim Core Challenge routine. It does have yoga and Pilates mixed into it and a little bit of HIIT sessions as well. So I think you'll really, really love it. And I'm wishing you an amazing day. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Share it with your girlfriends, and we'll see you again next time. Big hugs. Lots of love. Bye-bye.